Alright, let's see if we can figure out something with this carnival.
My word.
You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Maybe. Oh, I was just trying to sit here. To drum up some business for this fellow. No, that didn't work.
A familiar face. Come, watch the show. I promise it'll take your mind off beheading baddies, or whatever it is you do with all those muscles. Come on, can't you hear the stage calling you?
Cruel fortune.
What if I have everybody, like, sit in a chair? Will he do a show? Oh no! I wanted to get one of each.
Performers, showmen, show
Have
all
some
of them.
pity.
Cyseal, what you're made of. Fucking beer and flatulence.
Going to have
Performers,
each
showmen,
person sit
show
on a
all
bench.
Cyseal, what you're
Can you
made
spare
of.
a coin?
Beer and
Begin your show, sir. We are all waiting. Not much happening.
Cruel fortune.
You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Well, this is going nowhere.
Come on! Come all! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Alright, let's read this book. Cyseal's Genesis, a play.
Performers, showmen, show all of them.
Enough, Cirrus. I can't take another moment aboard this death barge. I'm starving and I'm sick. Will we find no safe refuge from our travails? My gods, could it be? There, look. What is it? Are we out of fresh water? Is there a leak in the hull?
Come all!
Look, Seal, look, there, beyond the mist. It's land. Land, my sweet, land at last, and we shall call it Sighseal. Alright, I guess that's the story. Let's try the story again.
Actor just waiting for his big debut. What is it this time?
I'd like to start my performance once more.
Oh, here we go. Again. Try not to embarrass yourself too terribly, please.
I've got it this time.
Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle, and then you can begin. Any last words?
I will rock this house this time.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
Bravo! Yeehaw!
I'm waiting. You won't believe the improvements we've made to our show. Let's begin.
The stage is yours.
When did you say this was supposed to start again?
Enough, Cyrus. I can't take another moment aboard this death barge. I'm starving and I'm sick. Will we find no safe refuge from our travails?
Bravo! Bravo!
The crowd seems to know the tale. They wholly approve of your beginning.
Well, that's good. My gods, could it be? There, look.
The crowd is thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
Plastic.
What is it? Are we out of fresh water? Is there a leak in the hull?
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
The crowd seem quite impressed with your delivery. Keep it up.
Bravo!
Look, Celia, there. Beyond the mist. It's...
Marvelous.
The crowd gasps. They're on the edge of their seats. Go on. Push them over.
Goblin? It's too late. I'll rip your throat out if you don't flee. It's land.
Simply
Gasps
marvelous.
ring out across the audience. They must know how it ends. They simply must.
Land, my sweet, land at last, and we shall call it
Simply
Cyseal.
The crowd explodes into applause and appreciation. You've woven them a tale of desperation and hope, and they are alive with the thrill of it.
That was really something else. I'll never forget it.
I haven't seen a show like that in years. I'm all a quiver.
Hooray.
Performers, showmen, show all of the Cyseal what you're made of.
My word.
We've done it.
Performers, showmen, show all of...
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. And
That was it? Don't I get any sort of rewards for that?
What is it this time?
What did you think of our two-man show?
Bravo! Bravo! Well, I'm certainly not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. That was, well, nearly enjoyable. I suppose you've earned yourself a little something for your trouble. Wouldn't you agree?
I do agree. What will you give me? You don't seem to be giving me anything. You gave me nothing.
Performers, showmen, show all of
The great Cyseal.
Well, I think we'll do something about this.
From a ghost who knew Elder, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king...
You there! Take a seat! Prepare to laugh your head off, cry your eyes out, and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head!
How about your competition, Cedric? What about him?
Ha! Yes, I know of that talentless bull. He was here entertaining the troops before I was brought in. I'm sure the hack simply bored his audience to tears until they cried for a replacement. Enter Reginald the Illusionist. We need our boys in red happy, relaxed, and ready to fight. Not wasting their energies cringing at a fool with a depressed rabbit in a borrowed hat.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Andervale. This fantastical talking head. Catch the act while you can. This show will only remain in Sighseal as long as there are Legion soldiers to entertain.
Let's discuss your talking head.
Bad.
That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic, you'll be begging to hear just one more, and just one more. It's quite a story how I found him, too.
Well, let's hear that story.
I obtained this curio by some rather sensational means. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer at the local children's apothecary on weekends. in the shallows around Cyseal's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Pontius. Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength and prized it free from the ancient rock. I had the treasure of a lifetime in my very hands, but then, slurp, gulp, I was swallowed by an ornery kraken that seemed to appear from nowhere. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Still, I feared only for a moment that all was futile. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and leprotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support. I knew I had to live. Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that moment, I summoned all my strength to slash a great gash in the creature's gut. Freeing myself from my would-be tomb, I swam as quickly as I could, first to the surface and then to the shore. It was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head. Strange, isn't it?
Well, that's very strange. Here, have a tip. A shiny gold piece.
Hard times, Lord Pinchpenny?
Ha. Goodbye.
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Fantastic!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba.
What is going on with this guy's talking head? I think there's a story behind it. In fact, I'm quite sure there's a story behind it. Oh, I forgot I can rotate the camera. Whoa, what happened? I just gained 90 experience points for no reason. I guess we'll continue to look around.
Welcome back to Cyseal, Hunter. The Legion greets you. I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many Legionnaires did so before you. Very few have returned.
What's that contraption you've got there?
Arhu's invention, the stasis blaster. It's quite a sight, no? The ray can singe a zombie or skeleton to ash in a matter of seconds. These days, we Legionnaires hold a lottery to see who gets to man the things. You can bet it's no small amount easier to blast those flesh-eating monstrosities from a distance than to get within striking range. Don't ask me how the blaster works, though. I just make sure the thing's hitting its targets.
Alright, goodbye. Well, I could go ask Arhu how it works. Drill Sergeant.
Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to signing recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Source Hunter's here too? Well, if the Legion couldn't save this place, what are you gonna do?
Well, I was going to save the place, if you must know. Oops, I have to go inside. Oh, hello, Arhu.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome.
I found the second teleporter pyramid in Lady Cecilia's bathroom. Didn't peg you for a peeping tomcat.
What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine, the mayor's cat. What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. A perfect puss, if ever there was one.
How about you tell me a bit more about yourself, Arhu?
But certainly. What would you like to know?
Who, or rather what, are you?
Oh, I am but a wizard, a guardian of man and beast, and indeed I am both. My body, like any other, is bound to temporal decay. But my spirit is a speck of light that shone forth from the eternal sun that is the cosmic soul. My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the dead. Hence my involvement in Cyseal. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs with calm contentment, for she knows that her chicks or children, her cubs or calves, will grow up without knowing the meaning of menace, the enfeeblement of fear. To my great regret, none of them purr as yet.
Do tell me a bit more about this cat trick of yours.
Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct, even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness, you couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs, this I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of two worlds.
Isn't it dangerous to polymorph like you do? What if you get stuck in the other form?
Oh, that'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I? I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar.
Well, let's talk about source hunter business instead.
By all means.
Let's discuss Jake's murder.
Of course. I hope your investigation fares well.
What happened the night of the murder?
I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt.
Well, who, in your opinion, are the subjects?
I myself have none. Even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife, Esmeralda.
Suspects, I mean. I meant suspects. Who are the suspects?
Now, it may well be established that she is, in fact, the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters.
Let's talk about Jake's corpse.
It might be a bit late to inspect the body, in that it has already been buried. It may be worth your while to speak to the mortician, though. Chap called Roberts. He has a house by the graveyard.
Is there any more you can tell me about the strangers that seem to be in league with the orcs?
I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry.
Alright, I have a few more questions.
And what might those be?
Someone mentioned one of your failed experiments.
One of them? Failed? Who is the mongrel that dares to question my engineering expertise? I take it the mutt in question was referring to the Sparkmaster 5000. It isn't failing, it just became... well, it became self-aware. Frightfully annoying when that happens. You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I used to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here, too. Yours, if you can find it. I really should invite Victoria one of these days, so she can help me organize my mess of a library.
Oh, well, thank you. On another topic, what can we do about the undead that threaten Cyseal?
Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight oil, I haven't spied a single soul worthy of true suspicion. The enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. And yet, I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. Call it instinct.
Well, I would suspect the mortician, personally. You also seem to have a bit of an orc problem, do you not?
You have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance in the eyes of a born warrior. But to the Legion, they are green-skinned death incarnate. Until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through, or, less likely, they are conclusively defeated, we can but bar the gates and hole up like mice while the cats are on the prowl.
How did you design those magical ballistae of yours?
Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and Bobcat's your uncle.
All right, well, I'll take my leave then. New log entries. Arhu told us what happened the night of Jake's murder. 2 cloaked figures, followed by a third, entered a room. Shortly afterwards, sounds of a great struggle broke out. When the innkeeper went to see what had happened, the room was destroyed and Jake was dead and alone. Arhu suggested we question Roberts, the mortician responsible for handling Jake's corpse, to find out more information about what exactly killed him. We asked Arhu about his out-of-control robot, and he gave us the Arhu Sparkmaster 5000 Universal Controller. Hopefully we'll manage to use it correctly and deactivate the creature. Oh, we gotta look for a book, apparently. Am I allowed to look at your books? It doesn't seem like I'm allowed to look at your books. There's a chair. I'm going to quick save in case you get mad at me for checking your books.
That's enough of that now!
I'm looking for a book. You told me that I could have a book. There it is, the Universal Controller Instruction Manual.
Striking it rich!
We've got it. Here are some of our... Aha, with the universal controller in hand, you can give your beloved weapon of mass destruction various commands. Vent steam, discharge electricity, weapons deactivated, universal controller deactivated. Party time. Woohoo. Have fun. Oh man, I remember that thing. That thing was not nice. Well, I suppose we'll go to the morticians then. Which is way across town. Oh, Captain Arius. Oh, we need to update Captain Arius on our findings. Not that we have any findings. Hold still, Captain.
Oh, what now?
Let's discuss Jake's murder.
Yes. Discovered anything?
About Esmeralda?
Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it.
Well, no, I don't have any. Sorry.
You think that's funny, Private?
Also, I would like to figure out how to remove somebody from my party and add somebody else. Because I don't know how to do that. Where's the mortician's house? It'd be nice if I could move the camera to a spot on the map. Are you the mortician? No. There's a graveyard here.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great.
Ha.
Here lies Kimberly. Finally.
This is a graveyard.
Looks like that dog is
Here lies
awfully
Jack,
agitated.
the oldest man in Sighseal. Get off my grave, you jackanapes.
Hello, doggy. It seems like he's eager to tell you something. If only we spoke.
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never
Rest
catch
in
me
peace,
alive.
darling.
Hold on. Jahal has something to say. Jahan.
This dog we met, how true a creature he is. How loyal and unwavering in its affections. His master is dead, but not even this, not even nature's great betrayal of life, stops his warm-heartedness from beating. Animals, dog and deer, elk and eagle. We burden and butcher them, wretches that we are. These pillars of creation, we topple them, though their spirits are so very pure. They do not scheme, they do not deceive. Perfidy, that is the human condition.
Wow, Jahan.
This kind, this trusty beast, he is man's best friend, though man does not deserve one.
Well, animals are not... Alright, I will play along. Humans are but vile creatures when you get down to it. At least animals are still one with nature. That's ridiculous. Humanity's accomplishments are remarkable, and its faults don't make it inferior to badgers and earthworms.
You are not of the same mind because you are human. All too human. And deep down you place trust in your fellows. But one day, a stab in the back will tell you I am right. I know. For I have lain on silken cushions in marble palaces, and I have lain on wet leaves in soggy forests. Vastly do I prefer the latter. Oh, the occasional thorn may pierce your skin, but at least you are aware the sting is not that of a poisoned needle hidden by aspiring rivals.
Jahan, I do believe you need to talk to somebody about these issues.
In the animal kingdom only, one is free. Beware the wolf, yes, beware the bear. But their rules are honest. The kingdoms of man, they are built upon the blood of the ones not strong enough to lay claim to power.
Is this diatribe ever going to end, Jahan?
This dog, it is a creature worthy of your affection. The ones you see around you, the men and women of this world, they are not.
Someone has hurt you in the past, haven't they?
Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have Cyseal pie in the afterlife?
Hello, Siva.
Peace be with you, traveller. May your lost loved ones rest in peace.
Tell me about yourself.
I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little daughter, Loni. But when the undead plague broke out, my dear husband was among the first killed. Loni never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, more aptly called, came to town dangling the opportunity to annihilate those undead devils, Loni lapped up their rhetoric and joined without so much as a backward glance. She was killed less than a week after she joined. Here she lies, and here I stand, mourning the death of my last joy.
Oh, say, I joined that same place. That same group.
In memory of Loni, death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Well, look, there's a shovel right here that we can use. If you find a suspicious-looking mound, you may be able to dig something up. It feels like I shouldn't dig up graves in the daylight. Alright, let's see if we can find the mortician's house. It must be near the graves, right?
Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so. Here lies Neil, killed in the line of duty, I want to go home. Here lies Judith, warrior princess.
There's some mushrooms that I would like to take.
May the seven keep you.
Yet, I feel a cold inside my soul. The bane of age, the crux of years.
Who are you? Yglander?
Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth, to break the monotony of an elder's day. Wild away on this hardwood bench. Pray, let me be forward with you. O sapling rose, O leaf of spring. For my weary mind is troubled, and would highly prize thy gentle-handed assistance, thy kind ministrations.
Tell me more about yourself first.
I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. Gladly shall I tell you more. Will I regale thee, O whelp of men, with my tale? But not here, where the winds may steal my words.
You asked about assistance?
You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, you are truly a wonder, oh budding flower of the morn. Yet, that which I would tell you is of a rather private nature. So let us escape both the chill and the eye of public scrutiny.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the king crab's first floor. Let us go there so that we can warm our bones, yet make shiver our hearts with a tale of loss and sorrow.
Well, all right. What could possibly go wrong with that? Elf-orc blood feud. We met an old elf, Yglander, who asked us to meet him in his room at the King Crab. He said he needed our help with something. Oh, did he now? Well, that feels like it's going to turn into an ambush. And since I can't find the mortician, I might as well go to the King Crab Inn, which I happen to know where it is. Oh, there he is. He's walking into the place as we speak.
You could even fathom, old friend.
Oh, is he? He's going into that room at the end of the hall. No, he's not. He's going upstairs. Walking rather slowly there, aren't you, sir? Well, I am an old man. Old elf. We're right behind you. Hello, Yglander.
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come, play with me, for I'm hungry. Come, play, play, play.
What? What are you talking about?
My name is Yglander Twilsalanar, elf of the house of Gandavum, the slaughtered house of Gandavum. But by the twin blades of the Shadow Vixen, I shall have my revenge. The walls of memory are stained with blood, and I would see them bloodier still.
And that assistance you asked about?
The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun as herring the horror harlequin. But, like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab, hush now. Darkness, darling. Hush, hush, and listen to my tale. The elves of Gandavum, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandavum no more. All undone. Every last one of us. except for me, the midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me. Oh no, not until every beast of Kazaldagar has been bled. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now is almost over. By Kala, Lady of the Last Gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of the Kazaldagar still eludes me. The crowning kill that would seal its fate and mine alike. I have tracked her down. By the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last.
So my target would be Victoria, a girl orc.
Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand. The heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks. The orcs of Kazaldagar, they knew my name. Oh yes, by the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant, she who was to be queen. To no avail, oh no. Years, how many I know not. Years I searched, and now she has been found. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc, a cyst of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cyseal, mayor of Cyseal. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of the Kazaldagar. By the breasts of Sishara Goatsucker, give me my revenge!
Oh, man. I don't know who this voice actor is, but I feel like he should win an award for this performance. One of the things I am remembering now that I'm trying to play this game for like the third time, is that the voice acting is really good for the most part. Or at least it's interesting. It's really interesting to listen to.
Well, alright, Yglander, I guess I'll take my leave now. Enjoy your revenge fantasies. Yglander revealed that he wants us to kill Victoria, who was part of the orc tribe that murdered his family. He wants us to bring her amulet as proof of her death, to add to his already impressive collection.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
Did this precede Critical Role? Well, we seem to have some discussion amongst ourselves here.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time?
Indeed. Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past. And yet, she's on a, let's call him eccentrics, hit list.
Victoria! Oh, man. It's amazing.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Alright. Still would like to find this mortician. It must be right around the back of this place. There must be a house here. Here? Is this the mortician's house? This must be the mortician's house. Where's the mortician? Oh, there he is. He wasn't there before. I don't think. Roberts.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
Are you Roberts, the, mortician?
This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Cyseal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless.
What can you tell me about Jake's murder?
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps he can finally get a little peace.
About his body?
What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the third degree? Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to run a business here.
Oh, well, that seems to have stirred up a bit of,
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
You may be right. I suspect he has much more than mere skeletons hiding in his closets.
Yes, I got that impression as well by the large sound effect and the log update. We met with Roberts, the local mortician. He seemed nervous and generally out of sorts. As it turns out, Jake was buried soon after the murder in the graveyard just east of Robert's house. Well, should we just go up and... Where's the graveyard? We were just here. It seems rather likely that he was buried
Rest in peace.
where the dog is hanging out. Let's do a quick save, because we're about to dig up a corpse in broad daylight. Which one of you? Which one is this dog after?
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive. Here lies Nemris, master of philosophy. Here lies Jacques, the oldest man in Sighseal. Get off my grave, you jackanapes.
Does he not have a gravestone?
Here lies Helen, killed by an enraged zombie. I'm sure we can talk this out.
Rest in peace, darling.
I'm hoping to find one that says Jake.
Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
Oh, I found one. Alright, digging. The dirt here appears to be freshly dug. If you have a shovel, you can dig here to check for the buried treasure. I don't want treasure, I want a corpse.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Not enough strength? What do you mean, not enough strength? Somebody... I can't pick up the sheep's corpse?
Rest in peace, darling.
What do I do now? We dug up Jake's coffin and found that a sheep rather than Jake's body was buried inside. Clearly someone made off with the body, but who and for what purpose? It is imperative that we find out where the counselor's corpse was taken. So nobody can pick up the sheep? We don't need the sheep. Sadly, this sheep is too long dead to work into a stew. Okay, well, I guess we don't need the sheep for evidence. I wish, I kind of want to make new characters now. Now that I know what I'm dealing with, I wish I had a rogue character. And, I want to replace Jahan with, Medora, the two-handed warrior. But alas, I think I'm stuck with this party for now.